You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah. Nah. And again, 7 years ago, if she truly felt like this Joe was like making her uncomfortable and this was bad works, I feel like she would have honestly realized that a little bit like earlier than now. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, yo, even to that too, it's like, yo, you're gonna over time realize how, potentially toxic or like bad something was. But yo, to be really ringing a bell and all this 7 years later and all that, like, I'm just not going for it. And then again, the main thing is like all the proof, the little bit of proof we have here to be substantiating these major allegations against Corey, again being emotional abuser, abusive, manipulator. It's not it. Anyway, the people who are just outright bashing him, saying he's completely guilty, is beyond insanity. Exactly. Let's actually think, people. If a girl wanted to expose Corey, she would have already done it with actual undeniable proof. Literally what I was saying. Yeah, every piece of proof has some context on it and or some taken out of context. Literally what I've been saying. Oh my god, bro. It's just so dumb. My. And like clockwork, more info about the CoryxKenshin allegations done dropped. But first, the backstory. If you only see the other video by Sloppy Mule, shout out Share the Love. We're watching them again, but we'll do that. Share the love when we get in the video. You already know how we get down. But yo, if you didn't see the video by Sloppy Mule, the video we just dropped, yeah, a hun by the name of Panda Ninja came out and dropped a series of TikToks on a beloved content creator. We all know him, CoryxKenshin, alleging that he was an abuser, an emotional abuser, and or a manipulator. And yeah, to say the very least, the evidence that she had dropped to corroborate it, being the Xbox Live chats, you know what I'm saying, one Discord message, let's see, what was the other, John? Oh yeah, the one video, whatever, like that she had took with him and he were saying how like he has done some John to her in her sleep or whatever, even though again, corroborating it. Yeah, she was laughing about it and joking around on the video too. There was also one other thing, I can't even think of it right now. What? The Discord message. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, pretty much dumb Johns, but any more Johns, well, we'll be seeing in the vid. But yeah, she was levying these allegations against CoryxKenshin and whatever, and to say the very least, yeah, the proof, the substantial, you know what I'm saying, evidence behind these claims to, make them more substantive against freaking, CoryxKenshin with these Johns, yeah, not really it. Not really it at all. Not really doing enough for Trilly, at least in Trilly's opinion. So, yeah, within that, we see how that boy is going. A lot of people are talking about the situation, saying that, yeah, it's not really looking too good for Panda Ninja on her part, because, yeah, it doesn't really look like, this evidence and the things that she's alleging against Corey really hold any weight. But, of course, I was saying more info about it came out, so I ain't gonna waste no more time, baby. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every time. Let's see what more came out about the CoryxKenshin allegations. You already know, like I said in the intro, shout out Shoulda Love with one of the Slop Kings. He's been popping up mad times on the page. Sloppy Mule. Shoulda Love, baby. We got CoryxKenshin allegations explained. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video. Down in the description, the first link, Shoulda Love with Sloppy Mule. You already know, I guess, down. And we need to see what else is going on, because, yeah, it's already been looking mixy since the first vid, so.
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't already aware, CoryxKenshin has received allegations. Now, in my last video, we did an extensive breakdown of said allegations, so if you want a step-by-step process of these said allegations, I'd highly recommend
I seen him.
and that you go and watch that video. If not, I will just quickly summarize what had happened in the situation. So this person had posted a video where she said that she had been hurt by CoryxKenshin. She then followed it up with 3 separate parts where she extensively went over her
TikToks,
testimony, and her story with Corey. From what she said in these TikToks, people misconstrued a lot of what she said and genuinely thought that she was accusing CoryxKenshin of SA, a narrative that people ran with, and she had to
Yeah, nah, I wasn't going more for that angle again. I thought, like, yeah, the video or whatever where, Corey's saying, like, oh, yeah, I did some trying to sleep, and then she's like, oh, yeah, like, what did you do, Corey? I'm gonna find out. Yeah, I wasn't taking that boy serious. But the John on Twitter that they had posted or whatever, like, where she was claiming that Corey was an emotional abuser in general, you know what I'm saying, a manipulator. Yeah, we were looking for the substantial proof for that. Still couldn't find that. Not at all. At least, not what I was getting from them messages.
Publicly come out and say, no, that's not what this was about. A lot of it was how manipulative Cory was, how he had emotionally and mentally abused her.
Once more, in my opinion, did not see it.
Also then followed up her 3 parts and her original.
At the best, like I was seeing from the Joan, was that their relationship was like toxic, and obviously they were at different points in life, and I guess the direction and the mental states that they were in probably wasn't best to, you know, be in a relationship and or like, you know what I'm saying, have it going on. But abuse, nah.
Video with an exclusive video between her and CoryxKenshin where he makes a joke towards her about doing something to her in her sleep.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
No, it was with this clip and the fact that she had said in her post that in previous she had been abused, not by Cory of course, that people ran with this idea that she had been SA. Then
Yeah, because that's the one thing I was saying, like, within looking at, you know, the TikToks or whatever and the different Johns in the vid. It's like, yeah, obviously you could understand how Cory's, like, misconstruing in the John, like, oh, snap, like, I didn't know I was, like, lumped in or, like, in a group with these type of heads, because what was the point of her bringing that up, especially on the factor of, like, yeah, because they were trying to clarify, like, Cory was trying to clarify, okay, yeah, they're on the same type of timing, like, yeah, they're not really trying to do, like, one-night stands or whatever. He was obviously hitting her up, probably trying to get a little frisky. Let's keep it a buck. You know, Cory might have been on his scooting, but in a way to like go and again abuse her, especially on the tip of like him knowing that she's been sexually abused and trying to use her. Yeah, I definitely do not think it was going down that direction. And you could see it, like I was saying in the Johns, like yo, he was saying to that like, oh yeah, facts, not double it, like yo, I'm not really on that timing either, all that type of vibes. So I don't really get again where she even felt the need to like bring that up. Obviously, like I was saying in the video too, like we should feel sympathy for her, because you don't want nobody to be going through any traumatic situations like that, baby, especially not the Huns. Put some respect on them and protect them. No cap, we do love the lover babes, the girly pops. But like yeah, in that scenario, especially during like that conversation with the Xbox messages, I just didn't see where that needed to be brought up also to corroborate that. Like, what is Cory supposed to be feeling like? Like, sheesh, bro. I didn't know I was making you feel like I was on the time and one of them bulls. You gonna want to clarify that too? Like, yo, what? Nah.
Posted a couple of pictures of her and Cory on her TikTok to further try and prove that they did have a relationship, and this, of course, went alongside the Xbox messages that she did provide. But also within her allegation, she said that there were other women that Cory had hurt. But whilst the large majority...
Yeah, facts, and that was something I was saying too, like, if that is true, then there's stories, trust me, we're listening, Huns. We're listening. Because again, like, yo, if Cory were to be doing some bad jumps, especially if they can provide proof with their stories, you know what I'm saying, to add some substance to these claims, these allegations, then it's like, yeah, Cory would need to be condemned in this case, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Haven't seen it.
The internet immediately believed these said allegations and has even started running with something that she never said. Quite a few people also decided to start to nitpick and pick holes in her said allegations. People started bringing up the video clip where Cory is joking around with her and saying that this was a clear joke. People start bringing up the Xbox screenshot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I think this video, yeah, I'm not taking this John serious on no factor. She's laughing and all that type of jazz too. If this was serious, a scenario, especially during that time, that was making her uncomfortable or like giving her weird vibes, one, I would assume she would probably stop recording and all that type of jump, because yeah, probably not something you want to have out and all that type of beat. But also two to that, she's smiling and joking and all this type of jazz once more. Yo, if it was bad scenarios, all that type of beat, yeah, I don't think we're smiling ear to ear joking. Cory, what did you do, Cory? Now we like, yo, Cory, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? What the fuck is you doing? You know what type of creep shit you on, nigga? What are you, P. Diddy Dizzler? Like, nah, bro. She be really on some type of timing. So, yeah, the video, this does nothing for me.
And asking why her profile picture was changing so rapidly. It changed 3 times within the space of several minutes. People were very curious about that, alongside the Xbox screen recorded messages. People have started to allege that these Xbox messages, although she has come out with that screen recorded proof, have actually been fake. There's quite a bit of
even if they were real, again, I wasn't taking these shit serious because, like, again, this is not like emotional abuse or not anything I would consider emotional abuse. Obviously, it may look a little like toxic, and you know what I'm saying, it may not be the most healthiest of Johns within a relationship. I think we could clearly see that. But to call this, again, emotional abuse to that degree, to call Cory a manipulator and trying to, like, get the worst things out of her and only, like, use her and all this type of beat, especially within this, I don't know if you'll see here, the Discord message I was talking about, this literally says backpedal, like, yo, he was trying to clarify he didn't want to use her, like, yo, he actually loved her, he just wasn't in the right headspace and all that type of shit. It's like, these are doing nothing for me because the main allegations towards Cory is that he's abusive, an emotional abuser, and a manipulator. These Xbox messages specifically, and that Discord message does not corroborate those. Does not corroborate those claims at all, at least in my opinion, so still, does nothing.
Section of the internet that are currently pointing out the inconsistencies and flaws within this person's allegations against Cory. There have been loads of people saying that what she's saying is fake, that she apparently does this every year. Some people are saying that how she's describing certain bits of the situation.
So let me see. Okay, so since people are actually believing what is being put out, let me go ahead and say, for one, she was essayed, but not by Cory. However, he did make a joke about it being, about it being aware, so he has that fault for that, which, by the way, she already said it was an ex prior to Cory. 2, this happened in 2018, so the factor that people are bringing this up in 25 is crazy, given that most people have changed within the time frame in which Cory has changed mentally. And that was another thing I was going to say, too, like, yo, how long ago were these videos from? And this is what I was saying in that vid, because it's like, this is the thing where, I say it all the time, shout out Joe Bartolozzi, go look him up, you know what I'm saying, Joe Bart Philosophy, really cooking out there. But yeah, like, especially on the tip of your mental, like your mental and how you're thinking, and I would assume, I say it all the time too, as people get older they get wiser, but some heads don't. But yeah, to that, like, yo, the person you are right now, you're gonna be a different person a year from now. The person you are right now, you are a different person than you were from a year ago. Like, your rhetoric and all that type of Jones, you're gonna change. Like, you're gonna broaden your perspectives as you see more in the world, get older, get wiser, you know what I'm saying, get more responsibilities. You're gonna see different Johns. So I'm sure, like, yo, is Cory gonna be doing this type of shit now, saying all this crazy John, potentially be an emotional abuser, you know what I'm saying, be abusive and all this type of tip? Yeah, I don't think so. But even to, like, where you could see the conversations back then and all that type of beat, do you think he's going to be on the same rhetoric now? Do you think he would avow, like, you know what I'm saying, any of the potential abuse and emotional abuse that he was doing then? Yeah, I fucking doubt it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah. And again, 7 years ago, if she truly felt like this Joe was, like, making her uncomfortable and this was bad works, I feel like she would have honestly realized that a little bit, like, earlier than now. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, yo, even to that too, it's like, yo, you're gonna over time realize how, you know, potentially toxic or, like, bad something was. But yo, to be really ringing a bell and all this shit 7 years later and all that, like, I'm just not going for it. And then again, the main thing is, like, all the proof, the little bit of proof we have here to be substantiating these major allegations against Cory, again, being emotional abuser, abusive, manipulator, it's not it. Anyway, the people who are just outright bashing him, saying he's completely guilty, is beyond insanity. Exactly. Let's actually think, people. If a girl wanted to expose Cory, she would have already done it with actual undeniable proof. Literally what I was saying. Yeah, every piece of proof has some context on it and or some taken out of context. Literally what I've been saying. Oh my god, bro, it's just so dumb. Alright, anyway, so her friend tweeted this, but apparently do not take my word for this. I'm just quoting where her friend posted Cory was in love with that girl till he found out she was cheating first and pregnant with another dude baby. She tried to say it was his, but I couldn't hold my tongue because that isn't right for her to lie to a good man like him. They were both young, making stupid choices in life, and this was something I literally said too in the other video and was kind of saying now, like, their relationship was probably toxic. They're probably just, like, you know what I'm saying, not in, like, they probably both weren't aligning on what they wanted to do with their life and or how they were feeling about their current lives in their situation. Like, bruh, it probably just was unhealthy relationship Jones, you know what I'm saying? This is what happens in relationships sometimes, bruh. That's why I always tell heads, yo, y'all don't want love, because what you want is the giddy parts of it. Y'all want the sunshine and rainbows, the cuddling, they go out on dates, it's so cute, but y'all don't want to deal with the arguments, y'all don't want to deal with the disagreements, y'all don't want to deal with the frustrations that be coming within having a relationship and, you know, disagreeing and or having, like, you know, differing opinions and things going on with your partner. Like, bro, heads don't want to deal with it. They don't. You don't want love. You don't want love. You sure don't. Don't keep psyoping yourself into that, John, because you want the good side of it. You don't want the bad. I'm not asking you to hold him accountable for ghosting her like that, but I'm simply saying to listen to each side. Yes, I did her. Yes, I did wrong by helping her edit those screenshots. I hope y'all can forgive. One day, yeah, it's bad, man. It's real bad.
She apparently does this every year. Some people are saying that how she's describing certain bits of the situation, like apparently people stalking her, just seems insane. Quite frankly, this situation is absolutely everywhere. There are so many different sides, so many different narratives, so many different versions of events, and so many people saying different things. The person who made these claims about Cory recently went on a live stream. Now, if you've known anything about allegations, one of the worst things people can do in the heat of an allegation is go on a live stream to talk about it. It's one of the
Yep, it's probably the worst thing. Obviously, I'm surely can remember fucking shit, boy. Truly is a fucking dumbass. We know this, but yeah, this is one of the main things that heads are telling Denims Casey trying to broke in when you're under a lawsuit too. You know, if you had a lawyer as well, they'd probably tell you the best thing to do when you're getting sued and or you got allegations levied against you or putting out allegations, especially when you already put out the undeniable proof and you don't need to add anything more. It's probably best to zip it. Let's keep it shut.
The worst things that you can possibly do, and she has decided to do this.
Of course you did.
They weren't your friend?
I mean, I don't know, like, who would say that, because everybody that was close with me and knows what happened between me and Cory, because all my friends know about that. Everybody in my circle knows about that.
Yeah, that's great. We don't know about that. And I need more things to substantiate for me to know about it.
And now everybody else knows.
Oh, okay. They're saying that the friend edited it for you. Oh my God, the way I said edited it. Anyway, they're saying that the friend edited the messages for you or something.
No. Listen,
I'm completely out the loop with some of this stuff. Like, I feel like people did investigate.
I don't know who said that. To be honest with you, I really don't care what they have to say, but
I mean, you kind of do gotta care, hun, considering, like, if public reception, especially, is giving you general criticism on the factor of, like, yeah, these allegations you're levying towards Cory or don't hold any weight, don't hold any substance, they don't have any merit, then it's like, yeah, you would be, hun, a slanderer, a defamer, someone who's spreading misinformation. And that's big bad. That one big bad. Huge bad. It really ruins your digital footprint.
Pushed on saying
and just your real life footprint, because you'll be known as a fucking liar.
About these other women that have been hurt by Cory when apparently she doesn't even know the number really and the true extent of that whatsoever. She's been slammed for that. She's been questioned why she hasn't made a video regarding the SA stuff to just clear up the narrative, because quite frankly on this live stream she didn't seem interested whatsoever.
Everything. Like,
Well, I would say, at least if we're thinking this is on the malicious tip, I mean, she already got what she wanted, which is attention. Clout. If that's what she wanted, yeah, the eyes are on her. And I don't know for how long now. Especially off the factor of, well, you didn't really substantiate any of these allegations you're making. Are you a false accuser? It's like, I don't know if her ejected again was caught. I keep telling heads, bro, that rage bait and or like trying to get clout off the back of like bad situations and bad scenarios doesn't do you well and won't over time at all.
we don't see how that won't solve everything.
I'm not opposed to doing it, but at the same time, like I said to you before, like I didn't feel comfortable making any more videos after that. That was
I get that part, yeah.
I worded it, and that's why I like writing, because I do it better than I speak.
You writing doing better than you speak? I mean, I guess so, because that Tumblr fanfic that you were writing, that shit was looking like some real Shakespearean poetry, but I didn't need a poem, hun. I didn't need to be serenaded. I needed you to, again, give me some substantial proof that CoryxKenshin is an emotional abuser, an abuser, and or a manipulator. I need that.
When I worded it in a way where I was just like, if there's anyone else out there that wants to step up and say.
But no, actually, better yet, if they do have some John that substantiates these like allegations levied towards CoryxKenshin, then yeah, I want them to speak out. Yes, I would want them to again receive the justice, because in that case they would be a victim. But at least for right now, we have to sidebar those other women, because hun, I need it from you. From you first, because you are the main one, at least right now, that people are focusing on, that are levying these allegations against them. So I need that jump from you. The other girly pops, trust me, we can hear them out too if they have some, you know what I'm saying, stories they want to share, and or like some substantial claims. But I need it from you right now, Miss Panda Ninja Hun. I need it from you.
Something. This is their time to say something, but because of what happened with the like they were trying to say the SA video, which was not.
Yeah, it's like nobody's gonna want to attach themselves to that. Especially
Now,
if you never did
like
that.
I feel like that was kind of like ruined only because of that.
The thing is as well is,
What do you mean it was ruined? I mean, like, again, if you're using that video to spread a false narrative, of course it's going to be ruined, because people are going to point out, like, hey, I'm not going to lie, this video doesn't really look or show anything to corroborate these claims you're making on.
is because she's on a live stream, she is getting pushed by the chat, and she is actively responding, and it's very, very clear that she doesn't have her thoughts together, and she's kind of crashing out on this live stream.
He said, "Ask her this. Xbox fonts haven't changed for years, so how are they different?" Dude, all right. It's like if you go to my story, I literally
See, this is what boxes him up. You have to be prepared for this, bruh. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to make allegations against someone, bruh, you better have that proof ready, stamped in, stamped out, because, yo, you should know, especially if you're making these claims against, like, a content creator that has, like, a following, and these people really ride or die, and unfortunately, some heads really fucking think these heads are gods, G-boying it up, glazing it up. It's like, yo, you gonna know they gonna be biting, yo. They gonna bite for sure. They gonna be calling you out. They gonna try to punch every hole possible into these arguments. Every John. She boxed herself so bad. But yeah, that's not into talk like, yo, positive or in the defense for her. Again, this is what she was going to get. This is frankly, just to be honest with you, what she deserved. Because it's like, yo, again, if you're going to levy all these things against Mr. CoryxKenshin, I better hope you can prove it. Like, my bad if Trilly repeats himself, Trilly yaps everything, but yo, that's just really all I could say. That's what really anyone should be saying. It's like, yo, hun, you're going to need to like have everything down and have all these things collected and have all your thoughts together, because yo, you're putting out something that could potentially really ruin CoryxKenshin's career and or his life just in general. It's like,
screen recorded, and you cannot change that. So if you want to go look at that, you can. Screenshots, everything. As a matter of fact, since you guys say that my fonts look weird and shit like that because some screenshots were different from others, that's fine. I got you. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to fucking screen record it.
But that's my thing too. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking hard enough or that deep enough about this. I don't even care about the messages and stuff and all that being fake. I'm looking at and reading the messages and what I was during the video, and I'm just like, yo, this is not emotional abuse. Like, this is like no matter if these messages are real or not, like, this is not emotional. Like, maybe y'all need to really lock in peep game. Maybe some heads are too terminally online. Like, this shit, what I'm seeing is an insult to actual abuse victims. This shit is not abuse. The fuck? Some heads are getting, I'm gonna be frank, getting they fucking ass whooped by their partner and or family members. Some heads is getting like some real terrible Jones, like SA actually. You know what I'm saying? Some heads is going through that. This is some bullshit ass Xbox fucking text messages. Who fucking cares? This is like some grade school shit. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I'm gonna be fucking frank. Like, yo, some heads is really going through some shit. Like, bro, this is not some shit where I'm gonna look and be like, damn, bro, Corey was a fucking hella abusive here, bro. He's a goddamn emotional abuse. Do you see how he was fucking treating her? He didn't give a shit. He was using her ass. Nothing. None of that shit corroborates Corey doing any of that. And I'm gonna be frank here, call it glaze. From what we've seen of CoryxKenshin, his patterns of behavior doesn't look like this is type of timing. Y'all tried to get him. The niggas, I'm gonna be honest, and I'll talk about this in another video too. Y'all niggas tried to get him for the fucking, what are the comments were saying? Yo, shout out heads in the comments in the audience. Shout out, I love the y'all, bro. Y'all funny as hell. Heads were saying they tried to get him for the booty gazer, John, when he had looked at the other, one of the other Huns, you know what I'm saying? Le cheeks, le well endowed apple bottom. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all trying to cancel him for shits. It's not, bro, it's not gonna work. But even specifically in this, it's not emotional abuse. I'll keep saying in my opinion. Feel free to differ. That's what I say all the time. We can have differing ideologies and differing opinions and stuff. Let's just keep it cordial and amicable. But I'm going to be honest. Nah, this is not it. This is not that. I don't care if the messages are fake or not. I don't care if the profile picture changed 3 times. I don't give a fuck if niggas went in Photoshop. No matter what, from these messages and shit we're seeing, this shit not emotional abuse. There's heads going through some real bad shit. And that is not this. This shit would be a fucking cakewalk, because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some of my friends back when we were in middle school go through the same type of dumb shit. Let's be fucking real. I digress. What I really want Hun to do, Miss Panda Ninja, at the end of the day, I would like her to provide more substantial proof. No matter what I say, that's what really needs to be going on here. If she feels as though these things she's leveling against CoryxKenshin is real, this jump really happened to her, she needs to lay out more stuff to really prove that it did, and give people more of a notion to be more inclined that it did happen.
So you guys can see everything. I'm going to screen record. Okay? Yeah. Everything's going to be screen recorded. And then when he admits to y'all that he fucked up, I want a fucking apology from all of y'all too.
I gladly apologize to you, Hun. And but she said specifically when he comes out and apologizes and all that. So again, he has to come out and apologize. Then I'll admit, I'll give her the apology. But if he comes out on this boy, response, and completely debunks you, do we owe her an apology then? But again, we'll keep it peace, keep it fair. So far, she needs to provide more substantial proof once more. Don't care if I'm repeating myself. And Cory would need to respond. That's it.
Because all the shit that you guys have been saying, this is the reason why victims don't want to come out. Because of y'all.
I do think screen recording all those messages is a good move, because it would prove against a lot of those things that these export messages are fake, which is one of the leading things to go against this accusation at the moment. But I do think it was an incredibly reckless thing to go on this stream, because...
But yeah, that last thing she's saying is really biting me too. Again, it's the Pokimane tweet thing. Like, yeah, sure, denying victims or whatever is going to incline, you know what I'm saying, more victims to not come out about the traumatic things they're going through. But you also have to, again, understand, Hun, that if you're going to come out and spread allegations about someone that could potentially ruin their life and or career, that you gotta provide some proof for this, because this is not a one-way street. By you doing this, someone else is gonna have consequences for this job. And if those consequences did not need to happen because those things claimed against them were potentially false or fake, someone's life was ruined for nothing. I don't understand. No, we can't do this. This is what I'm saying. It's not guilty until proven innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty. Stamped.
She's very irrational, she's very emotional, and she's responding to these messages irrationally and emotionally. On this stream, she was incredibly reprehensive about possibly making a video covering the SA stuff by saying, look, that's not what I said, that's not the accusation here, he did not do this to me, and I do think that realistically...
You gotta clarify this better. Like, the way that they came out with these allegations with the whole Twitter thread and all that junk leading to reports, that junk was well organized. Why can't you well organize clarifying it more? I don't understand.
I think she should clear that narrative up, because whilst that wasn't her intention, people have misconstrued what she said and have run with it. And I do think as well, whilst the story was a good clarification, it's only there for a little bit before it disappears, and I think a video would be just a better way to get that information out there. Because of course, I won't lie, how this
Well, yeah, of course it would be, because people would be able to go through it and really analyze everything she's saying. But if that happens, then you poke more holes.
Person presented this joke that Cory made in amongst the allegations kind of unfortunately led to people's interpretation of this being an SA allegation.
It's unfortunate that has misconstrued like that, but again, like I said, I wasn't taking that shit serious because again, it corroborates quite literally nothing, because her main claims was that he's an emotional abuser, that he's like just abusive in general and all that type of shit, that he's a manipulator. That vid, again, doesn't even corroborate that. It corroborates that, and if anything, he would be saying her and all that type of beat, which is a whole different claim in itself. But also to that, she's again laughing in the vid, going along joking. Like, it doesn't seem like she was distressed and all that type of beat during that situation. So how is she all of a sudden distressed 7 years later? it's like, nah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it just doesn't make any sense in my head, in my opinion.
Get into it if that was intentional, unintentional, or whatever you personally want to believe. At the end of the day, that's not something we will ever find out, but that has significantly backfired, as people are now saying, because she said that, you know, this wasn't an essay allegation, people are now claiming that she lied because they thought it was.
Explain to you guys again. And I'm gonna say this again. I never said he essayed me. I never said he essayed.
Hey, I could corroborate her with that, John. The implication posting that vid is obviously to kind of imply that, but the main thing again, yeah, she did accuse Cory of. Surely repeats himself, my bad, but this is what we have to do during the allegations because we got to keep the information factual. So yeah, she claimed that he was an abuser, an emotional abuser, and or like a manipulator. Like, still didn't see anything to corroborate that, but those were the claims and allegations made against, you know what I'm saying, CoryxKenshin.
Me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I know you never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain. Obviously,
I think people are bringing up along.
I don't know. Pot might be calling it a little black there, hun. That kettle definitely might be a little black, considering, like, you would have more of a brain if you, again, made a video to really put out everything, you know, in a really easily consumable manner, so that, again, if your allegations you're levying against CoryxKenshin are substantial and real, and he really did this, a lot of people would be able to easily consume it, see it, and understand it, you know what I'm saying, because it's easily conveyed to them. So, yeah, that Cory can be brought to justice, but on Panda, Miss Panda Ninja, you didn't do that. So I don't know. Might be a little projection.
Beside these Xbox messages apparently looking a bit weird is the fact that this message on iMessage or whatever message.
Oh, this is what it was. This was the thing I couldn't remember in the intro. Yeah, it was this this text message. That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. Lol. Emotional abuse. Facts.
She was using really didn't look right is what people are claiming. I mean, this is kind of buried in the mix of people also saying that CoryxKenshin doesn't even play Xbox, which got proven wrong basically immediately. I mean, because these allegations...
Yeah, that's a stupid ass fucking defense. Like, I don't... Why would anyone even try to use that as a defense?
Aren't actually being read in their entirety. Lots of people are confusing these Xbox messages and saying these look weird and then taking them as Discord messages. With now people saying that this isn't his Discord, and no, of course it's not his Discord because that's his Xbox account. There are so many
exactly, bro. The messages came from like 3 places. One, the messages that obviously Discord. That one message with the what's it called? Backpedaling. Yeah, the one Discord message with the backpedaling. 2 was that text message we just seen with the most passive aggressive cancer reveal, and then 3 was the Xbox messages. That, at least to my knowledge, that's the only 3 like. Honestly, from my knowledge, those are like one of the only 3 out of them Johns pieces of proof we even have of any of this shit. So like, yeah, like, bruh, only other things besides that is, again, the video, which is totally disregarded. That adds nothing to the claims being made and the allegations being laid against him. And then that's it. Like,
narratives and things that are being formed that are so incorrect on both sides at the moment, and it's genuinely insane. Something I brought up as well was when this person wrote you.
I had this boy front and center, and I knew as soon as I saw this, I'm gonna be frank, fourth wall truly breaking. As soon as I saw this was gonna be the intro clip, because I already know how heads work. Let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna call y'all out. Truly does love the slops, and this is why I have to do it sometimes. So if you're here right now, timestamp it. Timestamp it down in the comments. Timestamp right now in this video. A good amount of y'all don't make it to the end of these vids, let alone even like 2 minutes in. TikTok brain rot, that app has destroyed people's freaking attention span. Absolutely cooked it. So as soon as I saw this, if there was one thing that you were going to be seeing from these CoryxKenshin allegations, and with Miss Panda Ninja, her dropping it, it was going to be this. So that everyone clicked on at least Trilly covering these, you know what I'm saying, CoryxKenshin Johns. You are going to see at least this. You are going to see it. I'll read it out for you again. You don't have to wait for proof. Huh? What do you mean? Once more, I don't care how many times I repeated myself. If you are going to be levying allegations like this against CoryxKenshin that could potentially ruin his career and or life, you better come with some substantive proof. Stamped out. What do you mean we don't have to wait for it? Second to that, the red flags are already there. Which ones? I'm not seeing them. Because again, if I was seeing them, it would probably be in the proof that you didn't show. So yeah, nah, I'm happy Slopping you pointed this out again. Because yeah, if there was anything, I know how hell heads attention spans be, bruh. Trilly's the bull on the internet all the time. Sloptuber, duh. Sloppy! Yeah, I wanted heads to see this. You don't have to wait for proof. Bullshit. The red flags are already there. Where the fuck are they at? I didn't see the proof. Or any substantial ones. Stamped.
You don't have to wait for proof. The red flag's already there. If you love yourself, leave now. And this is of course talking to potential people that want to go out with Cory, or people that are already going out with Cory, and I think this is so disingenuous and gross.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Super fucked. Fuck do you mean don't wait for proof? That shit is crazy. That's fucking nutty, bro. That actually is.
Because of course you wait for evidence. You don't act
See, we can't normalize. You can't normalize shit like that. I'm sorry, I really gotta stamp it in. You cannot normalize that shit. Because then quite literally anything any person says about someone, like no matter what, you just have to automatically believe? Fuck no. Bro, what? Yo, if my mans look at me and be like, yo, dog, I'm a billionaire. I'm looking at the nigga, bro, you my mans, and I really wish you was a billionaire. But nigga, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. What the hell are you talking about? If you're a billionaire, nigga, show me the proof. Show me a billy. Show me the zeros in the account. Show me some shit, nigga. He can't. The fuck? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, nah.
Something without any evidence or proof being there. Then people have now come out to say that the person that accused Cory of stuff and came out with her stuff against Cory now made a Twitter account and basically said, look, I lied. Which, if you actually do a bit of digging, it turns out that this account is just a troll account trying to boost engagement. I mean, they've literally...
Holy fuck, yeah, this is why this shit's gonna get so fucking bad, especially with AI, bro. It's gonna be so fucking cancer. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's gonna be so fucking terrible.
admitted it themselves.
Like,
this account even...
quite literally everything's gonna be faked. God damn. That's why I keep saying to heads, bro. Nah, bruh. Heads try to really levy a crazy Trilly allegation. Trilly done talk to heads. Trilly done talk to this person in DMs. Yo, I got the proof. You do? You do? Nah, that shit is definitely AI, because I ain't texting no niggas. What the fuck? Bro, I'm like, bro, you must really have the fucking peak proof. Boy, you must got the best AI. I don't know if you got VEO4. I don't know what the fuck you got, but nah, bro. You don't got no DMs for me. None of that shit. You sure fucking don't. What the hell? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's gonna get really, really, really bad, bro. And this is the thing with the internet shit, too. Heads don't give a fuck about proof. They don't. That's why I just told you I had to put that part that Slopping Me was just talking about in the beginning of the other vid. Because, bro, some of these niggas aren't even gonna watch a minute in. But guess what? You gonna at least see the first 5 seconds. The first 5s you seeing? You don't gotta wait for proof. That should be the first John in everybody's mind. Nah. Oh, man. This slop shit. Sloppy.
Retweeted a post saying and literally laughing at the people who believe that this was her. I mean, nobody in this situation is doing any research or reading things or looking into things. It would take you genuinely 5 minutes to find this and disprove what people are saying, that, you know, she's come out on Twitter to admit that she lied, to disprove that. And people aren't simply doing their research. It's the exact same thing when it comes to the accusations. People didn't read the accusations, they read a headline, they read a...
Yep. They read a YouTube title, kept it pushing.
Keyword online, they saw that video, took it out of context, and ran with it instead of actually taking a look at the allegations themselves.
Yep.
Or watching a video that breaks it down for them. Overwhelming...
Nope, the video's too long, man. Come on, you couldn't condense it out of 15 seconds?
The majority of people in this situation are being incredibly reckless and just jumping to conclusions, and that's why I wanted to make the video going over all this stuff, because there are so many inconsistencies just everywhere you look, so many narratives being spun, and so many things that can be disproven immediately. But thank you for watching today's YouTube video. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing, and just genuinely, if you take anything away from this video, actually research, read, and look into things before you post them or jump to conclusions.
Yeah, you already know how that goes, gang. We ain't doing that slander job. We ain't doing that defamatory job. Definitely not trying to spread no misinformation, at least intentionally on some liar beat. Not happening. Other than that, though, shout out Slopping Mule. that was CoryxKenshin Allegations Explained. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, Share the Love of Sloppy Mule. I'm out here dying, I ain't gonna lie, man. Truly might get taken up by these stupid, you know what, anyway. Like I said, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, Share the Love of Sloppy Mule. Final opinions and conjecture. Gonna need more. Panda Ninja Hun, once more, like I said in the first video, I'm saying again now, you're going to need to drop some more substantial proof, Hun. From the things that we've seen, the Xbox messages, the one text message, what's the name? Y'all be forgetting the Jones, the Discord message, the backpedaling, the video. It's not enough. It's not enough. So yeah, from Hun, I'm definitely open up to obviously hear all the Jones. Don't want to disregard all that, but she's gonna have to show me more, and then, you know, we could really start talking. On the end of Cory, at least with what the stuff that was levied against him, he's gonna need to just drop a response. If he does, excellent. We'll be here to check that boy out. But even if he does not, from what we're seeing, I don't think these have much merit, and we'll stick on them to that factor. I mean, that much anyway. But it will scar his rep at least a little bit, at least in the now, because a lot of people are talking about this. But yeah, we'll just have to see from there. Again, though, shout out to the Love of Sloppy Mule, and I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.